Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And once again, this is the one-day chart. We're sitting here at $2.39. XRP is having a red day today, and everybody's acting like the sky is falling. We're literally down 18 cents from where we were just the day before yesterday. And I'm telling you, we knew this was a possibility, that there would be a pullback ahead of the ETFs going live. And I think that's what's happening right now. And we're also still following Bitcoin. Bitcoin's back down under 103K. If you look at Bitcoin on the one-day chart and look at XRP on the one-day chart, they look identical right now. And eventually, we are going to decouple from this. It's just a matter of time. And this is also very bullish. The House will vote today to finally end the U.S. government shutdown after 42 days. That happens today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once the government opens, we will have clear data which will remove the bearish uncertainty from the market. I think it's going to bring stability to the market. Will we see a pump out of this? That's very well possible as well. But they're saying even if this gets approved to reopen the government, it might not happen this week. It might happen at the beginning of next week. They need to open the government ASAP, in my opinion. I just can't wait to see how crypto reacts. And this comes from Black Swan Capitalist. XRP will remain volatile as long as it's correlated with debt-based speculative assets like Bitcoin. However, there will come a time when XRP decouples from these markets and establishes itself as an independent standard that absorbs and consolidates the global financial system. The ETFs could possibly cause the decoupling to happen because I know there's a lot of demand behind those XRP ETFs. But I was always under the impression that it would happen with utility. Once utility kicks in for XRP, that would be it. We would fully decouple from Bitcoin once and for all. This comes from Eleanor Tourette. Canary Funds has filed its Form 8-A. This is the final step before it goes effective at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time today. Once the NASDAQ certifies the listing, when that happens, the last hurdle is cleared, and the first XRP spot ETF will be set to launch Thursday at market open. Now, once this ETF goes live, I think we're going to see price action right out of the gate because we already know there's a lot of money sitting on the sidelines waiting to enter these ETFs. And it's confirmed by Bloomberg's chief ETF expert, claims that Canary Capital's Spot XRP ETF could launch as early as Thursday. He said it could even happen as soon as today. This is going to be the first of many XRP ETFs, and they're all set to go live around the same time. So the first one goes live, we get a lot of inflows. Then another one goes live, more inflows. Another one, more inflows. And I think that's really going to drive up the price of XRP going into the end of November. But it all starts on Thursday. And this comes from Yellow. Now, this is a company that Chris Larson invested in. They say ETF approvals coming Thursday. Is that what's behind the price action of XRP? The recent XRP price increase is driven by the news that many spot XRP ETF issuers are actively positioning for an imminent launch, marked by the removal of the SEC's delaying language in S-1 filings. and the DTCC listing of up to 9 potential XRP tickers. Investors are looking to get in ahead and benefit from the retail and institutional capital that floods in with ETF approvals, which looks to be set for around November 13th. So what they're saying is everybody right now is positioning ahead of these ETFs going live. But I think a lot of people figured that we would go lower before the pump happens with the ETFs. So most likely they're selling off, expecting to buy in at an even lower price. But right now, it still looks like XRP is holding up very well. And I think it's because as people are selling, there's other people buying, positioning themselves ahead of the ETFs going live. Popular Analyst says XRP is testing the faith of bulls, eyes $10 to $37 targets. So we're still getting price predictions. So a lot of people are still very bullish on where XRP goes from here. Now at $37, we will flip Bitcoin's market cap. When that happens, and if that happens, you could expect the belief in Bitcoin to die instantly, because everybody will then lose faith in Bitcoin. It will no longer be the #1 cryptocurrency. You'll see institutional money flowing away from Bitcoin. You'll see retail money flowing away from Bitcoin, and it'll be flowing into XRP if that happens. Now, I know we're going to flip Ethereum. That's almost a given at this point, because XRP has been outperforming both Bitcoin and Ethereum all throughout this cycle. If that continues, there's a very good chance we finally decouple from Bitcoin. And this could be the game-changing cycle that we've been waiting for. Then there's this, XRP, same scenario, new cycle. In this one, they're actually talking about the 2014 run. And they're saying that right now the chart looks the same as not only the 2017-2018 run, but the 2014 run as well. Any way you look at it, the chart for XRP looks super bullish. And that's why a lot of people are thinking the 2017-2018 run is going to repeat itself once again. But that run, I remind people all the time, back in 2017, they were only expecting XRP to go to a quarter. It went above $3. And that is absolutely incredible. Will it happen again? And if it happens again, there's a chance we will be going well over 3 digits. And like I always tell you, nothing surprises me with XRP, because whenever people are saying this isn't going to happen, that isn't going to happen, XRP proves them wrong time and time again. You never bet against this cryptocurrency. XRP may need a 24% dip before rallying to $6. Here is why $1.90 could be the best buy zone. So they're saying that there's a chance XRP will go down to $1.90 support zone before it blasts off to $6. I don't know if that's going to happen. Nobody knows if that's going to happen. What I do know is I know a lot of people are selling, thinking that they're going to buy back in at cheaper prices ahead of the ETFs. I think the ETFs alone are going to push us well above $6 as well. Will it happen by the end of this week? We could possibly go into price discovery. We don't know what those inflows are going to look like yet. So it's still too early to say this is absolutely going to happen. It's the same reason I said it's hard to believe that XRP hits those price points that Jake Claver's calling for, $1,000 to $2,500 by the end of 2025. It's hard to believe that right now, but we will have a better understanding once we see the money pour in from the institutions. Brad and Bo Hines all in the same room. So last night, official Cantor brought together some of the most influential minds in digital assets and AI. 5 years ago, we made a commitment to a sector we believed in, crypto. Today, we stand at the center of that space. Achieving our goals takes more than insight and dedication. It takes execution. And that's where this firm truly stands apart. We execute. And take notice, Brad Garlinghouse was there. Brad always gets a seat at all of these tables. That tells you that you are invested in the future. They see XRP as the solution to fix the US dollar. They see it as the solution to solve the liquidity crisis that is coming for the banks. People don't realize how big this actually is. Basel III is coming in January. There could be bank crashes, one after another, once Basel III is implemented. A lot of people even say that the government shut down to get everything put in place behind the scenes. Who knows what happens at the U.S. government? And who knows if it does correlate with them implementing XRP as well? We really don't know. It's speculation still. The one thing I do know, though, is that XRP was built to do two things: move anything of value and provide on-demand liquidity. But like I said at the beginning of this video, right now XRP is sitting here at $2.40. Is this the bottom? Are we going to start to move back up, or are we going to go even lower? We really don't know. But I do know this: on Thursday, when that ETF goes live, I can't wait to see what happens with the price of XRP. And right now, we're still setting higher low after higher low. Most likely, we'll see the next one somewhere up in here. I don't think we're going back down to $1.90. I think a lot of people want that to happen so that they could back up the truck again, but I'm just not seeing it. We're way too close now. I think some of the money is already pouring in to this cryptocurrency ahead of that ETF going live. And until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.